What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another video. And today I'm just here with my weekly SPY watch list. So I'll just go ahead and get right into it. So right now I'm on my weekly. I always start out, and we should always start out on our bigger time frames. You want to start with a big view and then zoom in. That's basically, how you want to start. So starting here on my weekly time frame, and as we can see here, we have a higher low and another higher low, and we have a big wick sticking out of this green candle body right here. And we also, I don't see any candle, any real candle body above this green. I mean, I don't see any green candle wicks above this green body, which means market sentiment is strong on the upside. Now, if we would have had a kind of a wick forming here, then, market sentiment wouldn't be as strong. But whenever you don't see any wicks on candles, that means market sentiment is strong in that direction, whether it be bullish or bearish. Okay. So establish that we see an uptrend on the weekly time frame. Let's go to our daily time frame. Wow. And look at this. Look at this. Two big body candlesticks, which is screaming bullish. It's just screaming bulls. So I also have a supply zone right here. So let's go down to our 1 hour time frame. We're looking pretty bullish on our daily time frame. I had drew a trend line. We broke out of this trend line. Let's go down to our 4 hour time frame. Alrighty, Duddy. See, yeah, we're seeing some kind of reaction here in this supply zone, but we're also seeing a reaction here that it wants to hold above this 404 area. So, okay, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty decent. Let's look to our left a little bit to see what price did. Okay, we see prices over here. Previously, price was, bouncing in this previous, it was demand turn supply. So we seen price flush basically once we got to this area. So I'll really be watching tomorrow. I won't be, trading on a whim. I'm really gonna need some confirmation tomorrow to get into any trades, because right now my bias is telling me that we're bullish, but I don't want to go into the day with a bias, because I've gone into some days with a bias, like, we're looking bearish, we're looking bullish, and the market has done the complete opposite. So you really just need to be ready for anything. But really what I'd like to see to take calls, in my personal opinion, maybe a little push up, but a retest of this 404 area. Basically I wanted to hold this supply zone. Because honestly, if I can get calls at this 404 area tomorrow, I'd most like, I don't have another key area until 407.13. So I could possibly, I'd have to see what volume is telling me. I just have to see what price action is telling me, but I could possibly hold 404 call options all the way, at least until 407.13, but I'd probably trim right here around, once we get to the top of this demand zone. So I believe the top of this support zone. I think I'd trim half my contracts. So say if I bought 5 contracts, I'd sell 3 at the top of this supply zone, just because I see previously over here, this top of the supply zone held very nicely. We had some wicks sticking up, so I think that's my plan for tomorrow. I'll look for some call options if we can hold this 404 area. If not, if we break below 404, I'd like to see a break below with volume, because the volume will confirm that the move is valid. And I'd like to see a retest of this 404 area on low volume, which means there really aren't any buyers. So, you just have to make a plan to go either way. So I'd like to see, for call options, again, I'd like to see us form a base. Let's go on our 1 hour. See a little bit more on our 1 hour. Yeah, I like this to form a base and hold above this 404 in order for me to look for calls. Or like I said, on the flip side, if we break below, I want us to break below with volume, which is basically telling me that the sellers in the move is verified, because you want to see an increase in volume if you have a breakout. And I want to see a retest on low volume if we're bearish. But for call options, I like to see us hold this 404, maybe break up with some volume, hopefully get some kind of retest to where I could get back in. Because my ideal trade is like a break and a retest with volume. That's, I like to trade breakouts a lot of the times because it's a lot of momentum, a lot of liquidity, and the contracts move really nicely. Let's go down to our 30-minute just to see. Ooh, we had a little break below, but immediately it reclaimed it. We had a break below a 404, but we immediately reclaimed it. Let's see what this 15-minute time frame looks like. We had a small gap down, which implies slight bearish sentiment. So yeah, I'd like us to hold above this 404 for me to take calls. And if we break below, once again, we break in a retest. That's mainly how I trade. My trading style is VPA, volume price analysis. Another thing, I advise you guys to read this book. To read this book, A Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling. This is a very good book if you want to learn how to read volume and to really see what the market makers are doing and when they enter the market, because they can hide their moves, but they can't hide volume. Volume is something that we all can see. And if you know how to read volume, then you'll know when the big players are getting in the market and getting out the market, and you'll have a better, you'll have more conviction in your trades to when to get in the trade, when to get out of trade, so it all comes full circle basically. But, honestly, I hope we are bullish tomorrow, because this would be beautiful. I mean, either way, it'd be beautiful going either way, because, as a trader, you got to be able to trade both ways. But I feel like if we were super bullish tomorrow, I feel like that would be nice, because I definitely, well, through good risk management, I try to hold to 407.13, if price action allows. If not, then, I don't just hold just because I want to hold. I hold when the market is telling me, okay, we're having strong sentiment in the way that, that you want to go. So yeah, when we also have a high of 405 here, a little pre-market high. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to hold this, and then I'll take call options or break below with a retest for put options. It's pretty simple. This is just really not rocket science. I just want to go to my 5-minute just to look. It's really not rocket science. Just take what the market gives you and play off of that. But as you can see, we're look at that huge move up. This was a huge move up after they broke out of this trend line. It kind of broke out the trend line, retested it some, and it just exploded. So yeah, that implies extreme bullish sentiment. We're also a little bit overbought here on our hourly time frame, so we might see a little bit of drawdown. We could see some slight drawdown, maybe to come back to retest 400. That's possible, or this 401. First, of course, we'd have to touch 401, and then if we broke below that, 400. But I'm just gonna play what the market gives me tomorrow. Always keep an open mind. Always be willing to learn. But yeah, that's really what I'm looking for tomorrow, guys. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in to my channel. I appreciate everybody for subscribing. This is a long journey we have ahead of us, but I hope you guys can stick with me throughout the journey, so we can learn and grow together. But without further ado, make sure you guys comment down below, what you guys like to see next. If you'd like me to, even make a PowerPoint on supply and demand, support and resistance, let me know. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. But other than that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow on my next video. Peace.